But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New York Jets.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Here we go.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And bulldozing his way through. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, here's Fields. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jalen Waddle.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. It's Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They snap it to Fields.
Complete to Jones.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Tony. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Fields on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action, Fields. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 9.
Go.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Here we go.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Jones has it. And he's going to be out of bounds. A few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Hall again on 2nd down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yellow. Color. 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go, son.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right.
And that'll be caught by Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down. Go.
Here's Pollard again. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They go play action. Now Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
43, 15. 15. Hey, 43. 15, 15. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color. Hey, color.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
43.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A toss left side for Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And check down, complete to Hall. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
A gain of 3.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a give here to Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Pollard running left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
11. Chips lit.
Fields. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
It's now 4th down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Press it. Left strike. Chips lit.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ball again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Ball again. And
for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Monday.
On fourth down, Fields.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
It's fourth down.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. And it's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
Shedding through the defense. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Pollard. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Intended for Tony Pollard.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Henderson now on first and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here.
So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step.
Nobody do it better.